Hello everyone, it's Cherie. I am going to do a flip through of my second quarter in my planners. I did this last quarter and I had a lot of views on it, so I thought I would do it again. So we've got April, May, and June, and this was April's monthly layout. And then these are the weekly layouts. So this was Precious Pigs from the shop. I had just designed this kit, I think, then. This week I ended up using washi tape, which I thought was so pretty. And then just more washi tape here. And then I just kind of, as you can see, you know, put in some stickers here and there just for, you know, yeah. I think this turned out really pretty. Very simple, but I really enjoyed it. This week I used, oh, that's right. Okay, so this week, these were stickers from the shop. I think it's called Puppy Cafe. And then I had leftover check boxes or checklists, pardon me, added some deco. I had a leftover water tracker. This is just washi that I had. And then, yeah, just my little stickers. And again, simple, but I quite enjoyed it. And the gray of the planner worked quite well with actually the scheme. So the next week I was still on a washi kick. So this is PET washi from my shop. This was the London one. I used that. I used a little bit of washi that I had, script washi, I guess it was. This is just, again, leftovers from a kit, or maybe it was a oopsie kit, I'm not sure. Weekend, you know, just, yeah, love this. Love how this turned out. Really, really enjoyed that. So then we move into May, and I haven't done my, I have not done my May pictures yet, but I fully intend on getting that done, and my recap of May. This was May's monthly layout, which actually had a lot of things here and there going on. And I did this first week of May using bits and pieces from, again, this was Oopsie Kit stuff. That's the reading bundle. Yeah, actually it was 2 pages of the reading bundle that I had kind of used that were oopsies. I had a headache tracker here, I had a bad headache for whatever there. Yeah, it turned out okay. This isn't my favorite, but you know, whatever, it's okay. Then I used Tulip Fields for this week, which I think is so pretty. This was done on the repositionable mat. Yeah, I love this because I love tulips, and just perfect for a spring layout. Then this was the long weekend here in Canada, the May long, and we went camping, so I used the camping kit from the shop. And then I had this washi, which I thought just matched. I just love how that looks up here. So yeah, that was my month there. That's when I hit 20,000 sales on Etsy's that day. Yeah, again, here we go with PET tape. That's what this is. I just cut it to fit here. These were just some stickers I had. This was another piece of pet tape, and I quite like it. I thought it turned out quite pretty. This is such a departure for me, but I really enjoy it, and I've got to use my stash. That's one of the things I'm trying to do this year. So this week was the collab week for the strawberry bundle, and so I used the washi strips from the bundle, and then some of the deco actually, and then I tied in this, you know, red and white check, or not, pardon me, check, but grid washi and some green washi just to give it a little bit of color. Like how that turned out. Then we move into June, which I actually have done, so I'm very pleased with myself there. And then this is June, just my monthly layout, but I haven't filled it in yet. I have it in my Hobonichi weeks, as well as in my everyday carry Filofax pocket planner, but I didn't transfer it to here. So I don't tend to reference this a lot. I do it mostly in my little pocket rings. So yeah, this week was a complete disaster. Just simply didn't happen, and I'm okay with that. We're gonna leave it like that. This week, again, super simple. I had just, again, some oopsies. My machine was cutting really wonky, and I was cutting too deep, so, you know, I'm not gonna send those stickers out, but I used them for here with some really pretty matching washi, and yeah, quite enjoyed that. These were from the Happy Planner that I cut down. Yeah, so then I used Darling Daisies or Delightful Daisies, can't remember, kit in the shop for this week, which I thought was really pretty. Again, this was just a busy kind of a week because I had my grandkids stay with us while they were, my son and daughter-in-law had gone away on a vacation. So yeah, pretty. Then this week I went back to the strawberries because I had again, some oopsie sheets. So I added in some washi. These checklists are from a Happy Planner book. Again, just using up my stash. And yeah, I don't know why I haven't got much for Thursday, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So that was that. And then we move into July. So for July, what I've got so far is just this and a couple of appointments. And when I have some of my grandkids when their babysitter's daycare is closed. So that's what I've got so far for that in this planner. So let's move over into my, make sure I'm in frame here, into my Hobonichi weeks. So this was the last week of April. Loved how this turned out. So this was May. So I write a little synopsis of my day or something positive about the day. I track the weather. You know, other things like here, rash back on my ring finger. I've developed, I don't know, an allergy to my wedding rings, which I've been wearing for like almost 40 years. I don't understand. So I haven't been wearing them. Bad headache all day, tracking my retinol or tretinoin, I should say. This was, yes, these were PET tape, some washi from my stash, and just some little leftover stickers I had in my book. This is more washi, more stickers that I had. I think they came from Happy Mail. Love this tulip sticker. And then I had some tulip washi that I popped up there. And then this is a kit, again, Delightful or Darling Daisies, I'm not sure, from the shop. I added some freebie deco that I had just to fill up the page a little bit. And I had a little mess up with my ink there. This is a kit in the shop, Hobo Weeks, old letters. That's in the shop. I used that. I thought that was really a pretty kit. And then this is washi and stickers. Actually, no, pardon me. These were not stickers. This was a sticker, but these were transfers. And I enjoyed, I actually videoed a plan with me doing this. I had this stuff all over me, all over the desk. Anyway, that didn't hit YouTube because it was kind of a disaster, but I do really like how it turned out. Again, this week I used washi and these three little stickers. They reminded me of my granddaughters, Elena, Vienna, and Everly, because if you know their personalities, it's exactly how they are. So yeah, and then I used this PET tape along here. And again, using PET tape, and I love how this turned out. Very, very pretty. So it's just amazing when you start just cutting it out a little bit or whatever, you can really make a really stunning spread with PET tape. These are, this is PET tape, and then these are some, somebody asked for some oversized, this was an act of kindness, and they wanted a custom order of the stickers larger. And I goofed on a couple of them, so I used the rest in here, and I think, yeah, I think it turned out very cute, actually. And this was a really simple week. Washi, washi, 2 stickers, and that, you know, that was it. I just was in a hurry, and I think this may have been the week I completely skipped in my other planner, so yeah. So this is a week using the Cafe Puppy Cafe, actually, sorry, Hobonichi Weeks kits in the shop. And I think it turned out really cute. This was a week where we had so much wind and smoke. It was, ugh, actually both these weeks were like that. Again, here we go, super, super simple. Stickers, this was a sticker that I cut in half. Washi, 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 washi. That's it. Leftover payday sticker. And this is Precious Pigs from the shop. And then we turn into this week. And this was just, yeah, again, some washes, beautiful washi, and some vintage feeling stickers. I think these were in a Happy Mail, or maybe they came from like Temu or AliExpress, something like that. And I have a huge roll of this washi, which I just ripped up. So that's where we're at. I've actually planned ahead to next week. I did not do a plan with me, but I did, again, this was an oopsie sheet and some washi that I just thought I would use up, and I wanted to be a little bit ahead because I have my granddaughter here currently, the one from out of town, and we take her back. So I knew we're going to be staying there for the weekend, that I wouldn't have a lot of time to get prepped for next week. So that's how that looks. Now back here, I can show you what I did for, let's see. Yeah, so here was April, here was May, and here was June. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. I think, you know, I'm happy with the way things are looking. I need to kind of get ahead of the game here. I've only got July and August left. I've got to get September through December down in here. And yeah, I have, again, nothing's really changed. Oh, except I added this frog today. Someone again ordered a custom fashionista frog. This was too big for what she wanted, and I'd already printed it. And only thing is I had a little bubble right here when I laid her down, and I didn't want to try and fix her, so, but I think that turned out really cute, actually. I love it. So yeah, then the back here is just my, you know, my PR, my YouTube stuff, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that is where we are at. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry, cut off there. I hope you all have a wonderful summer, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.